This video is for reteaching page 8-1, problem number 1. In these problems, we are regrouping 10 ones as one set of 10. This means that we trade 10 ones for a set of 10. These problems will help students when we begin to add two-digit numbers where the number in the ones place is 10 or larger. Let's look at problem number 1. The addition sentence reads 28 plus 3. If you look at the tens and ones met, you see that we have 2 tens and 8 ones for 28, and then we have 3 ones that we are adding. Look in the ones column. Do we have 10 ones? Yes, so let's circle them. Now we move that set of 10 over to the tens column. And that gives us 3 sets of 10 and 1 1, which is the number 31. 28 plus 3 equals 31. This video is for practice page 8-1, problem number 1. On the reteaching page, we use the tens and ones chart to find and circle sets of 10 to see if we needed to regroup. You can make your own tens and ones chart for these problems, or you can simply draw tens and ones over on the side to see if regrouping is needed. So let's try number 1. Show 24. Draw 2 tens and 4 ones. Then we add 7, so draw 7 more ones. Now count your ones to see if you have another set of 10. Yes, you do. So circle that set of 10 and move it over to the tens column. And you now have 3 sets of 10 and 1 1, which is the number 31. You can use this kind of practice for the next 2 problems, or draw a tens and ones chart on a separate piece of paper. This video is for practice page 8-1, problem number 1. On the reteaching page, we use the tens and ones chart to find and circle sets of 10 to see if we needed to regroup. You can make your own tens and ones chart for these problems, or you can simply draw tens and ones over on the side to see if regrouping is needed. So let's try number 1. Show 24. Draw 2 tens and 4 ones. Then add 7. Draw 7 more ones. Now count your ones to see if you have another set of 10. Yes, you do. Circle that set of 10 and move it over to the tens column. You now have 3 sets of 10 and 1 1, which is the number 31. You can use this kind of practice for the next 2 problems, or draw a tens and ones chart on a separate piece of paper. This video is for reteaching page 8-2, the first problem at the bottom of the page. Yesterday, we used tens and ones charts and drawings to show regrouping. You can still use those if needed for the problems in 8-2. However, for these problems, we are going to show you how to carry over the number in the tens column when adding. This is the same as the drawing and regrouping method, but we are using numbers instead of drawing. Let's look at the first problem. When you are adding two-digit numbers, always start in the ones place first. The reason for this is so that you can see if you need to regroup. For example, let's start with the ones column for this problem. 6 plus 9 equals 15. We cannot write a two-digit number in the ones place, so we write the 5 in the ones column because 15 has 5 ones, and we carry over the 1 into the tens column because 15 has one set of 10. Now here's what we don't want you to forget. You have to add that set of 10 when you are adding your numbers in the tens column. Add that 1 to the 4, and now you have 5 tens, and your answer is 55. And yes, you did have to regroup because you moved a set of 10 over when you wrote the number 1 in the tens column. Try the rest of the problems in the same manner. This problem is from Reteaching page 8-4, problem number 1. It is very similar to the previous lessons, except we are now adding two-digit numbers together. Like the other problems, we start adding in the ones column first. We add 4 plus 9, and we get 13. Since we can't write a two-digit number in the ones place, we write the 3 in the ones place and carry the 1 to the tens place. Then we need to add all the numbers in the tens place. Make sure you add all of them. We add 1 plus 2 plus 2, which equals 5, and we write that number under the tens place. So 24 plus 29 equals 53. This video is for Reteaching page 8-5, problem number 2 at the bottom of the page. We need to find the missing addend. You can count on since you already have the starting number and the sum. The easiest way to do this is with connecting cubes. If those are not available to you, you can use any type of counter. Pennies, chips, jelly beans, anything. You can also use a picture. We will use a picture as we count on to find the missing number. Start with 39 and then draw tens and ones as you count on. Stop when you reach the sum of the problem, which is 56. So we start with 39, add another 10, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. You just drew 1 10 and 7 ones, and that makes the number 17. Now let's check our answer. Write 17 as the missing addend, and then add like we have been practicing in class. Ones column first, 9 plus 7 equals 16. Write the 6 in the ones column and carry the 1 up to the tens column. Now add 1 plus 3 plus 1. And that equals 5. And your answer is 56. This video is for practice page 8-7, problem number 10. This number puzzle is what we call a try again problem. You have to keep adding different combinations of numbers until your sums match, both up and down and side to side. And you can only use each number one time. You might want to make a few of these boxes on a separate piece of paper so that you can try different combinations without having to erase so much. Let's try and get started. Pick 3 different numbers and put them in the boxes going from left to right. Add them up and write the sum. Now take the 2 numbers that you didn't use and put 1 in the box at the top and 1 in the box at the bottom. And then add those up and see if you get the same sum. Oh, looks like we didn't. So now let's try a different combination. You need to look for number patterns as well as numbers that add easily. Remember, don't give up. Keep trying. Working on it as a family might be fun too.